a very familiar fit. We have the GH Bass loafers in the tuxedo colorway on the feet, bare knuckles studded serge bootcut denim in the indigo wash colorway, cropped Uniqlo Airs MT in white, my Amada Mod 2.0 sample snapback on top. This is actually really not a winter fit at all. Bare knuckles nylon jacket in black on top. I mean, you can't tell me I'm not bagging shorty in this, straight up. I am standing up today because this might be the single most important thing I've ever done in my life. I present myself to you as nothing more than a servant to tell you the rights and the wrongs of fashion. There is no such thing as subjective opinions in fashion. There's only the objective do's and the objective don'ts. In an ideal world where I have rule over everything, these are the 2025 trends that I will be in full support of, and the 2025 trends that I would bully you until you cry. Starting with the first don't, I'm gonna hurt feelings right off the bat. That's my calling. That is what I'm here to do, is tough love. The first thing that I would ban in fashion in 2025, sheepery. Now, what is sheepery, you may ask? Sheepery is just the evolved word, at least for me. It's the evolution of hypebeast. For all my late millennials, early Gen Zers, you remember in the 2010s, the peak of the word hypebeast. Back in the 2010s, it was clear as day. You could pick a hypebeast out from 1,000 people. It was so clear on what a hypebeast was. It was very black and white on what a hypebeast was back then. Nowadays, it's very much more gray area, and honestly, it's not as cringe. So if the picture I'm about to show you triggers you in any way, my friend, you are a hype beast. Here is what hype beasts look like in 2025. Take a second to process your emotions. Ask yourself, what are you feeling and why are you feeling this way? And before you click off the video or you start angry typing at me,
chill daddy,
I would 100% choose this modern day hype beast 10 times out of 10 over the 2010s version of the term hype beast. If this is what hype beasts look like in today's society, I think we're doing a damn good job in men's fashion. Like, we are peaking as brothers. This being a hype beast, congratulations, you dress nice. If you are somebody who just wants to stay in the loop, if you're not passionate about fashion and you look like this and you dress like this and you follow trends, that's perfectly fine. Just don't go around acting like you some fashion guru, and don't be telling me how to dress. That's all I gotta say. I love you all. Let's put an end to sheepery. My point over everything was, let's wear what we like. Let's be passionate about what we wear. Well, you don't really need to be passionate about what you wear, but just wear what you like. All that to say that. Getting into the first do, the first yes, I've hinted at it before in past videos. Camper daddy core, camper daddy aesthetic. Let's bring that into 2025. And you may ask what the hell that is. Simply, the popularity should rise this year of more utility and more practical pieces of garments. I think this was called something like Gorpcore back in the day. I really love this look in specific. This is what I will be looking like, or be aiming to looking like, in 2025. Obviously with my own twist. I don't wear as much color, but you get the point. The only piece I have that kind of fits into camper daddy aesthetic is my book bag, and I've brought it up too many times already, so I'm not gonna go into much detail, but it's my Tropic Feel bag. I love this bag. It's super practical. It provides so much usage. There's different pockets for electronics, there's space for a camera bag. I've used it when I go on my journeys to buy these Uniqlo collections, all these different straps. It looks pretty. It is pretty. You're pretty. I'll be pretty, and lead you into the prettiness of camper daddy aesthetic. My second no, the Timberland. I grew up in New York City. I wore Timbs when I was a wee lad in Queens. 5'2", wearing Timbs to be 5'4". Timbs are a staple in NYC culture to the point that it's been memed. The iconic New York meme of the NY fitted with the white tee, the oversized jorts, and the Timbs, which is actually so funny saying that out loud because like 3 of those, that whole outfit is trending right now. But it's just so ironic that Timbs are a thing right now, because I grew up with Timbs. I wore Timbs. I think Timbs look good. I think the black pair is clean. I think those chrome pairs were super dope. But Timberlands being a trend is so funny to me, because that's a shoe that is either being made fun of or is trendy. And who's making these decisions? Why is this a thing one year and mocked the next? I don't know. The second do that I would like to see as a trend in 2025, short brim caps. This is a hat of my own design, and the 3 2.0 version, and I think the final version is gonna have a shorter brim. I'm really loving that look right now. Tyler, the creator, is probably the biggest, or kind of the poster boy for this type of hat, and just seeing people wearing this around the socials, I just fall more and more in love with it. His brand is like Golf Le Fleur or something like that. If you guys haven't seen this already, you're living on the rock, first of all. But second of all, it's not that popular. So a short brim hat, let's start that. My third thing I would ban in 2024 as the leader of the new world: super baggy pants. I'm all for wide pants to a certain extent, but I think there is a line, and I think dudes cross this line far too much. And I think super baggy pants look way better on females than it does us dudes. I obviously own and wear wide leg pants, but there's again a line that I would not cross, and I've always been like this. Super baggy pants remind me of like the 2000s era of like the baggy on baggy look, which I think is one of the worst looks of all time. And honestly, let's just put it out there. Can we all agree that the 2000s is one of the worst decades of fashion ever? Like, the people in the 1880s had a better fashion sense than whatever the hell was going on in the 2000s. Let's limit the bagginess for us dudes. Women, y'all are killing it. My second to last, yes, Western America, cowboy. I think this is something that's actually going to be, this is more of a prediction and something that I'm into as well. The number one piece I think is going to be the most popular in fashion is more of a boot cut denim. So we've gone through our wide pants. I think wide is still going to be here for 2025, but I think boot cut is definitely going to become more popular. I actually have a pair of these bare knuckles studded boot cut denim, and this fit is something that I love so much. So this is one that I am both for and predict. And I think depending on if like someone like Bad Bunny starts wearing more and more cowboy hats, I could see that having a moment. My last don't, my last ban, my last hell no, the moving to NYC trend. Please stop coming here. And my last yes, my last do, women's wear by men. And when I'm saying this, I'm not talking about men in dresses, men in skirts, men in heels. You know how like every men's piece ever made is now unisex because women just wear whatever the hell they want? I think to a certain extent, men are going to start doing this. I think is that men will just start shopping in the women's section. If you look at the last video I did with the JW Anderson Uniqlo collab, like that, the women's collection in that was a million times better than whatever the hell was going on the men's side of things. They had boxy this, cropped that, amazing fitting this, amazing looking that, and it was almost all in the women's section. So in my opinion, something I would preach to the fellas of 2025 is check the women's section, because you never know. I'm not saying go and wear a skirt, even if that's what you want to do, go do it. But what I'm saying is check the women's section. If I was a very closed-minded person and I'm like, that says man, that says woman, I would never have most of my favorite pieces, which are usually because Uniqlo women's fits me. But just check. That's my final pro women's wear for men. You know what I mean. I know y'all been looking at this. Stop looking at it. Look here, not there. That's a limited piece of art right there. So I digress. There's not much left to say other than you're welcome. I know this video will be the single reason why you have the best fashion year of your life. And above all, that tree's probably gonna stay there until spring. Love you, bye.